Warning, this video may contain graphic content, such as sexual scenes, violence, gore, boobies, and the rest of the fun stuff. Please be over 18 to view this, and don't say we didn't warn you, little sinners.
Endlessly searching for an original
Hello, and welcome to Sinfully Fun Games. I know this should technically be in the indie files, but it's a little bit of an adult game on Steam, so let's look at it. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Trigger warning. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game, or for content warnings, please visit this site. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age, and your consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. By the way, guys, tell me what you think of my mic. I've got my new one set up, sent to me by a very special fan. So this was highly requested by my lovely fans, so we're going to take a look and see just how good it is. So let's go ahead and check the settings first. I'm going to lower it just a smidgy-widgy. So I'm curious about this because everybody seemed to really like the idea of me doing this. Please enter your name. Now you guys can hear me type on my poor little keyboard, which really needs to be switched out for a new one. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she is totally oblivious to any attention she might be drawing to herself. And I don't have my pop filter set up, so let me know what you guys think without it. The girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but is just kind of worked out because you've known each other after so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. I've had friends like that. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me.
I overslept again. But I caught you this time.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Purity Sin.
Honey, that is why I'm called Purity Sin. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fair enough.
Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way back to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Well, routine still works too.
By the way, Purity said, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club?
I told you already. I'm really not interested.
Oh, sorry, wrong voice. I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. Me in real life. I haven't been looking either. Me in real life.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? That sounds like me. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Everybody in my audience. No, not true.
I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college.
I go to high school, I'll be fine.
Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years. Because you're not used to the real world. College isn't going to help with that. Trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Did I get the... Yep.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's obvious. Let me try again. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Oh my god, it is me in school. Clubs. Squeaky toys! Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. Come on, sweetie. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Okay, shut the fuck up. This is me in high school. Hello! Just smack my other mic against the main mic. Oh, whoo! Sayori? Sayori just... Alright, Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in.
Was your name Norman? Shit!
Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
I hate that this does remind me of my friends. You don't need to wait up for me, if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought,
You know what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori?
Yeah?
There is no way I'm going to your club.
Yeah, meanie.
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Okay, that's not me. I actually like reading a lot. Can you tell? Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned this all out. We know she's cunning. I let out a long sigh. Fine. Stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yay! Let's go!
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room.
Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Sayori always says nice things about you.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Oh, fucking what voice do I use for you? Ah, Purity Sin, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. I'm sorry. Derp. Anybody that watches Katawa Shoujo gets that joke. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry? Oh, Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made Cupcakes, according to Sayori.
Can you just ignore her when she gets moody? Oh, you can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy.
And this is Yori, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monika.
Monica? I'm retarded. I'm gonna call her Monika because it's gonna piss off a lot of people.
Monika, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Purity-san. Monika smiles sweetly. Again, I wonder how many people are gonna get pissed. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in school, smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so generally feels a little... You too, Monika.
Come sit down, Purity-san. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me and Monika, or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes.
Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few decks. Not dicks, guys, I said decks. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one open space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay.
Are you ready? Ta-da!
Whoa.
Natsuki lifts the tinfoil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little kitties. Oh, I would love to get a... I like chocolate ones, but... Because I know somebody's going to request that. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know.
It's just hurry up and take one. Sayori grabs one first, and then Monika, I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Isn't it you're supposed to break the bottom off and put it on the top? Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She's waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself.
This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't I heard this somewhere before? It's not like I made them for you or anything. Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you. You know you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each other. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I haven't actually done that before. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not it. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everybody. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity. Nope, can't say it. And how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Man, I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Thank God, one at a time. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Purity Sin, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? Want to bet somebody in the comments will be like, oh my god, it's manga. What is wrong with you? Don't care. I need to stop hitting my mic with my other mic. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking.
Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The levels of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story is such a foreign world. In such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Only if you don't have an imagination. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. My baby has been chosen! I read a horror book once. I read a lot of them. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, baby, the gentle ones are always the ones with the horror. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes you think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. That's okay, I hate you. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Oh, I forgot you were writing it. It looked like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud," and give it back. Fine. Your cupcakes are your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. So I already slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. You need to stop hitting my fucking mic. I'm not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to show up to your readers, expose your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Yeah. I guess it's the same, Yuri. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We sit all in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika because it pisses people off. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Derp. Yay, let's do it. Plus, Now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bonds of the club. Isn't that right? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... Anon. I should have just named him Anon. You all... I'm defenseless against all of these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? If writing poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yay, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess? Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Anon, I look forward to seeing you express yourself. Yeah. I can really impress the class. Can I really impress the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? No, fuck you. My skills are not mediocre. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Anon! Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? I think her voice shifted. That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstance, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your Hold on. So we're going to do this part before we end it. Oh, god damn it. I keep smacking my mic. I hope that's not heard. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Sometime, something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, guys, so I could technically do this, but I'm actually going to give you guys a chance. If you guys want to see me do more of this game, go ahead and pick out the girl you like the most, put it in the comments, and put the words you want me to use. If a choice gets enough upvotes, then I will actually pick that person, and I'll give you a shout out in the next video of this. That is, if you guys want to see me do more of this. And remember, guys, in the description is where you guys can get this game on Steam. It is free, so you can enjoy it. And there's my Patreon, so be awesome. Check out my Patreon. Also, check out my art channel, art channel and story channel, Chaotic Stories. And check out my VidMe, my Twitter, and all that other fun stuff. And let me know what you guys think of the new mic. For now, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye!